What's up out there, PV Poppers? We're doing another video for Ferocious Cup here. Just some practice rounds real quick just to get my feet wet in the meta here. I've made my meta guide. I've made my heat map and Linoone SafeSwitch videos, and now I'm just trying to understand how multiple people are going to play. So here's a opponent of mine from the Go Battle League. And we're going to just do a couple of practice matches here. My team is going to be consisting of Barrel, Alola Ninetales, and Linoone. Barrel is going to be able to take out basically any of the, really anything but the electrics, and Linoone, and then we have, and the darks, of course, and then we have Alola Ninetales going to help out with those darks. So we got Barrel going in against Nidoking here, which is a great lead for us. He switches out immediately, of course, into Suicune. I go ahead and switch out into Linoone. And now we start the game of Bubble Beam or Hydro Pump, and our contestant today is Linoone. How many snarls does it take to get to the center of that Hydro Pump? Six snarls, and only 4 to Bubble Beam. So he does 6 there, but I feel like he's bluffing, so I go ahead and just let it all go through. And then after that, he just starts spamming Bubble Beam, so I just let everything go through. No shield. No shield, no shield, no shield. These Bubble Beams are obviously making my attack fall every single time, which makes these Grass Knots not as effective, no pun intended. And so he's going to hit me again with another Bubble Beam. And I probably should have shielded this one, maybe not. But I did know that with his health so low, I could jump in with my Alola Ninetales and just knock him out before he could get to another Bubble Beam. So he brings in his Vaporeon, and I jump out of it, but I do a shield. I think I was going to jump out, but I decided not to. And, yep, Psyshock it up. And I think he's out of shields now. Can't really see the top of the screen when I'm doing this. Here comes Barrel with a Surf. And it is awesome. Oh, there, now we're shields down. We go to the Surf. I use my last shield because I know the Barrel is a G in the end game. Throw out the Surf, which I probably maybe should have saved it for the next person. I always do that. Oh, but there is no next person, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so that was round 1. We won that one. That was great. Unfortunately, we missed the beginning of the first of round 2, but basically it was Barrel versus Nidoking. He switched into Vaporeon, I switched into Linoone, and here we are. He throws a Last Resort, which does a huge chunk of damage. Those Last Resorts are no joke. I go ahead and throw out a Grass Knot, getting his first shield, and I'm able to get to a second Grass Knot, taking his second shield, which is awesome. So Linoone is really so good. It's worth the dust. I know it's a huge dust investment. Probably for some of you, it's close to 300,000 with the second move and everything. Maybe 250. I bring in the Barrel. Go ahead and use my last shield. And I go ahead and throw off a Hyper Fang because it's shields down. Hyper Fang takes him out. Plus water is not very effective against water. I switch out into Larion, which was probably the mistake of the game. I probably should have just stayed in with Barrel. And because you'll see here that it was just a really bad decision. Larion's not great against Suicune. And actually, looking back on my heat map now, Barrel actually does beat Suicune in the when Suicune only has 1 or 0 shields, which is awesome. But Larion here is going to go ahead and do his best to do as much damage to Nidoking here. And I go ahead and I try to switch back into Barrel, but unfortunately he throws off his Earth Power, and that kills Laron there. I throw out my Surf on Babero, which kills Nidoking again. Now there, I definitely should have saved that Surf for Suicune here, because that would have saved this game, because that is definitely game right there. That's the first time that he used Hydro Pump, and now I go, oh, he actually does have Hydro Pump. So I'm running Linoone in the lead now with Nidoqueen and a Babero in the back. As you can see here, I actually pick up the lead for the which, looking back on the heat map now, I'm actually realizing that it's not quite a lead. A lot of people may think that it will be, advantage, so that might work out in your advantage where they switch when they shouldn't. But Linoone here actually only wins if Suicune doesn't shield, or if you match shields up to 1-1. But yeah, so I go ahead and I throw a Grass Knot here, and the ideal thing would have been to jump out now after I had gotten that shield out of her, and probably brought in my own Babero, which would have been the ideal move. But I did not do that. And now Suicune throws this Bubble Beam, which I let go through. Attack goes down again, and I go for my Grass Knot here, which is great. Let's see if I get a shield or not. I do not, but that's okay. It does a huge chunk of damage, and I think I'm in the clear when I don't shield, and all of a sudden it's a Hydro Pump. Down goes Linoone, and I go, oh man, what am I gonna do? So I bring in Babero, which is a good move, and Babero, unfortunately, I go ahead and don't shield this. And unfortunately, he takes a Bubble Beam, and his attack falls. I Water Gun Suicune down. I have a Surf ready to go. In comes Alolan Ninetales, and I switch into my Alolan Ninetales counter, which is Nidoqueen. In comes Nidoking, and one Earth Power later, out goes Nidoking, because I guess he didn't know how devastating these Earth Powers can be. See you later, Nidoking. Back in comes Alolan Ninetales, and in comes a move that I'm going to block, of course, and I still have 2 shields, which is a Psyshock, and I'm going to throw out an Earth Power. I'm so glad they raised the Earth Power thing to the middle of the screen now, so it's not so obvious when you're playing in person. And I just pump her down with Poison Jabs there. That was a great match. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you watching my practice matches. Have a wonderful day. Oh wait. Yeah, I win. Yay, I win. Okay. Alright, like, sub, and subscribe. Thank you.